started recording. Welcome, welcome, everybody. So glad you are here. Thank you for tuning in as you're jumping on, and we have people coming in from everywhere. I see people from Iowa, Texas, Kansas. Tell us where you're from. We'd love to know. And we are going to talk tonight about enhancing some of those results. So you may be a current customer with us and using our products and loving them, but maybe you want to take it up a notch. Maybe you have something exciting coming up for the fall or later on even this year, or maybe it's just around the corner this summer and you're like, I want to lose some weight, or I want to get some more results. I want to have fantastic energy to keep up with all my family's crazy schedule for the summer. That could be you. Or maybe you're like, you know what? Summer has already flown by. We're a month in and I have not slept at all. Well, maybe you need some extra sleep. So we're going to give you guys some specific tips. So get out that pen, get out your paper, because you're going to want to know these facts about our naturally sourced plant-based products that enhance your results and can take what you're already doing with the Gut Collective to the next notch. Right, Jana? And I have my beautiful co-host, Miss Jana Dyer. I'm Melissa, by the way. I didn't introduce myself. Melissa Corbin from Texas.
Hey, I'm Jana Dyer from Ottawa, Kansas, and I'm excited to share tonight. And we're going to go over some ways that have nothing to do with the product to maximize your results on your weight loss journey using the Gut Collective. And then we're going to talk about 3 add-ons that people have added. They're just, you could purchase them individual, but they're add-ons to the Gut Collective to kind of maximize your results. And so do you want to go ahead and share the screen, Melissa?
I sure will.
We'll get started here. We're going to take about 20 minutes max, and we have some great testimonies that we are going to share with you.
All right.
So we're going to talk about 3 products tonight. We're going to kind of do a little deep dive into our Lean, which is an easy on-the-go product that tastes amazing. We're going to talk about these next 2, XR2 and Zing, which are actually 2-month supplies, and one that helps you. XR2 stands for rest and relax, and we're going to do a deep dive into that. And then I'm going to share Zing is one of my first products I ever got started on, and I'm going to share my testimony on that one. And so go ahead and do the next slide. And let's do a deep dive in here.
Oh, that skipped all the way to the back. Sorry. That's the only bad thing about some of these things. I have to go all the way to the front now. Sorry.
That's all right.
Okay. There you go.
There we go. Well, before we dig into those products, let's just talk about some ways that you can maximize your results. And the main thing is consistency. It's kind of like, if you're taking a prescription drug, you have to be consistent with taking the products to get the results. And it also kind of like going to the gym, if you show it up to the gym like once every 2 or 3 days or once a week, you're not going to get the same results as if you show up even just, a little bit each day. So consistency is really important. And so some things that I do to help me remember things is I'll just, set out my probiotic on the countertop. So that's what I see first thing in the morning, because you want to take the probiotic first thing on an empty stomach for maximum results. And then you can eat right afterwards. And another tip I'll give you that I use is if I eat like really cruddy, like my father-in-law's birthday was yesterday, and I kind of blew the day with some foods that I probably shouldn't eat, but I'm going to enjoy it while I can. And so today I woke up and I was like, oh gosh, I'm going to take 2 probiotics because I had a lot of sugar the day before, just to like get things right in there. Another tip with the probiotic is you want to, when you're traveling, make sure that you travel with it in the canister, because if you take it out, it makes it null and void, because they're live. Probiotics are live organisms, and they either have to stay in the refrigerator, but we formulated it into a container that it keeps the live bacteria alive as long as it stays in the container. Another thing, number 2, we found that taking GLP-X with at least just a trace of healthy fat, and you may be thinking, well, what is a trace of healthy fat? Because it activates it and makes it work better. So in other words, if you have scrambled eggs in the morning, if you spray your pan with olive oil or put a little butter in, that totally activates it. Personally, I like to take it with our omegas. Zingular has omegas as well for brain health, heart health, inflammation, which is omega-3 fatty acids. And that's what I do, is just take it with my omegas. Um, a little heavy cream in your coffee definitely counts. And you can take 2 at the same time. It doesn't matter if you take 2 together, if you take them apart, as long as you're getting the 2 a day in, it doesn't really matter. The third thing you want to do to maximize weight loss with the Gut Collective or anything is prioritize protein. And the more I learn about this, I didn't realize this until probably within the last year, that I'm not getting enough protein. And they say, help me, Melissa here, or Stacy, is it like 0.08% times your body weight to figure out how much protein you need? Here's an example. Like, I weigh 135 pounds and I'm supposed to get 125 grams of protein. And so if you're only having like 30 grams now, don't go out tomorrow and have 125, or, however much you're supposed to. Gradually work into it. But prioritizing protein will help you stay fuller and maintain your lean muscle, because you don't want to be losing muscle mass when you're trying to lose weight. Another thing, at least, some people say drink a gallon of water, depending on your size, but at least drink half your body weight in ounces of water, especially during the summer, and move more. My goal is 10,000 steps a day, but if you're sedentary and you're moving 2,000 steps, make it a goal to increase to 5,000 steps and then 6,000 steps. But get out and move. Just move. You got to be moving. And then number 6 is 20 grams or more of fiber. I struggle to get this, and so a lot of times I'll add like chia seeds to my shake, is a good example. Sometimes I'll do a packet and a half of the prebiotic fibers, because that's your gut loves diverse fibers. And fiber is important when you're trying to lose weight. Another great source of fiber I have found is raspberries. Any kind of berries are great because they don't have a high glycemic index. In other words, they don't raise your insulin levels, but they're packed with really good fiber. So plus it's the season for that. So now let's talk about some add-on products. Do you want to change the slides, Melissa? First, I just want to share about our lean protein. It comes in chocolate and vanilla, and it supports muscle recovery, and it's great for on the go. When I was working, it was just an easy couple scoops with water or almond milk, or I've been getting that Fairlight, 2% Fairlight, because it has low sugar and additional protein, and it's like my new favorite find. And I'll, do a lean shake in the morning, or I'll have lean in the afternoon, just to get my protein in, because it's hard just eating that much protein, to get your enough protein. And a quick story: when I first got started with Zingular, there was a problem with shipping of the lean, and so I'd been on it for, I don't know, 6 weeks or so, and then all of a sudden I was without it for like 4 weeks, and it was like my stomach felt like it was doing sit-ups, but I wasn't. And so there's something special about our lean. It has digestive enzymes, and you may not see that it has like touts 50 grams of protein or 60 grams of protein or 50 grams. And the reason for that is any additional, like a certain kind of lean or protein that your body can't break down, it just makes you more gassy and your body's not going to absorb it, and it causes bloating. So every gram of protein that our lean has, your body can utilize it, because there's digestive enzymes, just vitamins, minerals, and it's very low calorie and it's not chalky. So I love that. It helps me get my protein intake for the day. Okay, next slide. So here's a testimony from Stacy, and she happens to be on our Zoom tonight. So Stacy says, the lean is a source of protein that my body was able to absorb and digest when others I had tried before didn't. The combination of protein and digestive enzymes in it working together really helps. Like I was just saying, we have so much good stuff in there that your body is just able to absorb it and utilize it so much more. And Stacy is not the only one I've heard this happen to, that they can't tolerate others, but with Arlene, that they totally can. And they're great for those little Ninja Creamy shakes too. So how many of you, like, raise your hand if you ever feel stressed or anxious? Okay, I think everybody can raise their hand, right? Well, guess what? The more I learn, I just read this book called Outlive, and there was a whole chapter on this. So I'm kind of geeky, and I hope I don't get too geeky, but there's two things that can completely stall weight loss. And one is stress. Because when you are stressed and feeling anxious, your body releases a hormone called cortisol. And cortisol is the fight or flight hormone. And whenever your body has massive amounts of cortisol running through your system, it literally tells your body, store fat, store fat, store fat. And this is like our product formulator a couple years ago. He actually said this was like the best weight loss product in our whole line because it just controls that cortisol level. And then sleep quality. If you are not sleeping well and the scale isn't moving and you're not leaning down, actually lack of sleep could be a definite contributor to your lack of just holding on weight. And again, when your body is at rest and in a good state of rest, it lowers your cortisol. And if you're not sleeping well, your cortisol levels stay high. And you can Google it. There's so much about cortisol. So this is an impact product. And an impact product, what it means is you can see or feel a difference within 45 minutes. So I take it during the day because I am a little bit anxious. I get anxiety like really bad some days that I just can't, anyway, it's vulnerability, but it happens to me. If I take an XR2 within 45 minutes, it just calms me down. It's like I respond, not react. And it's just like takes me down and helps me relax. I take it at night and it helps my brain shut off and helps me get in that deep sleep. I don't know if she's on here tonight, but there's a brand partner. Her name is Jan. She's from Minnesota, and she had one of those watches apps that told how her sleep night went, and she could never get in that deep sleep, which is where your body repairs and heals. And she started taking XR2, and she's like, oh my gosh, I got in 3 hours of deep sleep and I feel so awake and refreshed in the morning. So this is a very powerful product. And actually it needs more credibility than what it gives. And it's a 60-day supply. So, okay, let's talk about the last one. And, testimony on XR2. So this is Jana, and I'm a Jana too, but this is a different Jana. She said, I've had a tremendous amount of stress on me this year. And when I take my XR2, the anxious feeling just literally melts away. I also love that it lowers my cortisol. So I'm not waking up at 3 a.m. when the cortisol is normally raising, and I'm not building belly fat. So yeah, cortisol has everything to do with that stubborn belly fat as well. So, okay, next slide here. Okay, when I got started with Zingular 14 years ago, I was working full-time as a dental hygienist, and I would come home and I would be the tired, crabby mom that would just literally want to crash and hold down the couch and wait until it was time to go to bed. Because after seeing, 9 patients, I was done mentally, physically, and emotionally. But my kids were 7 and 11 into every kind of sport. So I needed a pick-me-up. And when I got started, there was the money back guarantee back then too. So I gave one to my husband because he wanted something for appetite control. And I wanted something just to be happy and get my spark back. And the first day I took it, I was like, oh my gosh, like the clouds parted. I got my happy back, you guys. I got my spark back. I had calm, sustained energy all day long. And I felt like doing something when I got home rather than going and holding down the couch. And I remember this like it was yesterday. I went outside, met my husband coming in from doing chores. We live on a ranch. And I said, "Hey, so what did you think? What did you think of the product?" And he said, "Well, I don't know, but I haven't felt like eating all day long." And I was like, "Whoa, we have got a winner here." And that's another thing it helps me with. Significantly reduces my appetite, gives you a calm, sustained energy without the jitters. And it literally, the reason I became the happy mom again is because it has a serotonin booster, and serotonin is the happy hormone. And so reduces your appetite, enhances mood, boosts energy, improves focus and clarity, like mental focus and sharpness. Hello or goodbye brain fog. I had a lot of dentists use this for mental focus as well. Again, it comes with a 60-day supply, and it's a great, great add-on if you're trying to lose weight. Okay, so next slide. So as far as how to get these and how much do they, oh, GLP-1, GLP-X. I'm going to turn it over to Melissa. This is our last product. And I always forget because most people purchase the Gut Collective plus GLP-X. So actually, if you purchase the Gut Collective, you can just purchase the Gut Collective or add on the GLP-X, which most people do. So I was just throwing it in the bundle. So anyway, Melissa, you want to take it over here?
Yes, and I mean, I was thinking about it, Jane, as you were talking, what would I do without these products over the last almost 10 years? I've used the system about 10 years, and not only did I lose 30 pounds, 24 inches, and 4 pant sizes the first 3.5 months, these products have helped me to keep the weight off and just made me a better overall person, feeling better. This is my real hair, you guys, not extensions. Okay, it's a true testimony of our products. So the GLP-X is actually formulated to help with increasing that GLP-1 hormone. And so if you haven't been taking it, or maybe you've only been taking the GLP-X, you might want to add in some of the other products, or you might want to use some of these other tips that we shared at the beginning to really help you with maximizing your results. But the main reason why the GLP-X works is because it manages your a healthy inflammatory response, supports your weight management. It helps control so much of your cravings and appetites, supports your normal insulin sensitivities, and increases your antioxidant levels. So this is a very unique product. This is not something that you can just run out and buy. In fact, we have the rights to use the actual one of the main ingredients in this in our products. We have that right for the next 12 months about, okay, Zingular does. So I'm really excited about this product because you can't just go find it anywhere else, since we have those patented rights. Okay. And I want to share with you a testimony about GLP-X. This is my friend Veronica. She's actually on my team. She lives in Mesquite, Texas. So if you're from Texas, jump over to the chat and say, "I'm from Texas." I'd love to see. We had a few people at the beginning. I didn't see a whole lot of Texans, but Veronica's from Texas, and she has been primarily using our Gut Collective and our GLP-X. You guys, she has had fantastic results. She's able to put those jeans on that haven't fit for years. Plus, look how young she looks. You guys, she is a grandma, y'all. She's a grandma. She didn't look like it. She looks like she's in her 30s. Okay. She's not, but it's pretty exciting that our products work, that she feels so good. And when you start losing weight and feeling better, you look younger. It's just an automatic. So the next thing I want to talk to you about is if you're interested in adding on these products, here's a breakdown for you. A lot of times people are like, "Okay, sounds great, Melissa. I love all the different benefits, but how much is it going to cost me?" Right? And so here's what you want to know. We've got what you need. You have your lean that you can add on. You've got your XR2 and your zinc. Remember, Jana said that the XR2 and zinc are a 60-day supply. So you're spending that money, but then you're getting it for 2 months. Whoop, whoop, right? And our lean, you have that's a 30-day supply, but you're like me, you may only do a lean protein shake Monday through Friday, and on the weekends, you might skip breakfast if you sleep in, or you might just have eggs and bacon with family. Okay. So it's one of those products that I feel like, might last you 30 days, might last you a little bit longer. But our lean protein powder is not like other protein powders out there. You can't just go buy a shake over at, GNC or maybe a local store and get the results that you're looking for, because it's not going to have the extra help that ours does. It's formulated for. It's formulated for weight loss and to build lean muscle. That's the name. Okay. And last but not least, our watermelon collagen. Look at this. Oh, I love this watermelon collagen. Okay. It tastes so good. It mixes up fantastic. It actually helps you with hair, skin, nails. Did you know collagen is what holds your teeth in place? If you have problems with your gums, start taking collagen. Okay. These are my real teeth, by the way, just so you know. So collagen, this watermelon collagen is on right now. It just went on sale today, and Jane and I have a special offer for you tonight. If you were to buy all 3 of these products, it would cost you $205. But what are we going to do for the first 2 people that purchase tonight, Jana?
So the first 2 people that say I'm ready and get their order in, we're going to be watching in our back office. You're going to get a watermelon collagen for free. It's a $38 value. And so what you need to do if you're like, yes, I want to get all 3, is in the chat section, which is at the bottom of your screen. And if you're on your phone, you just like tap it, and then this little option to chat will come up, and just say I'm ready in the chat, and we'll write your name down and look for you in our back office. And the first 2 that grab a hold of this special, you're going to get a free watermelon collagen. So thank you guys so much for Denise. What is your last name? Okay, Denise is ready. Denise, what is your last name, Denise? And Cindy, I need your guys' last name too.
Yeah, make sure you type them in there.
I'm going to write them down.
And then I just want to tell you guys, it all starts with you. Decide what you want to get started with and get back to the person that invited you. Think about too, when I was listening to all the different ways I could maximize results, whether it's, taking the extra steps or having the extra protein built into my diet or things like that, or taking the XR2 and what that does for me while I'm sleeping, building my, cells. I was thinking about that. You know what? At the very end of the day, it starts with me because I got to take the product, but it also starts with me sharing a little bit. Like I was thinking, oh, my husband could use that, or oh, that could actually help one of my other friends. So as you are thinking about getting started, or you're wanting to do that, just know the person that invited you to watch this can help you place an order. They can also start helping you think about who you know that doesn't know about these products, that can't go get them from anyone else. And maybe you can help them too. So get back to the person that invited you. We want to help you get this done tonight. It looks like we have Cindy Lund. It looks like we have Denise Van Dussen. Really excited for you guys. And if you guys have questions, I am going to go ahead and stop our recording, but I'll stick around real quick if anyone wants to ask questions.
Denise and Cindy, if you want to like message like your sponsor once your order's in, and then they can either get with Melissa or I or Andra or Stacy on here, and we'll make sure to get your address and get that shipped out to you as soon as it arrives to me. I'm gonna be the one shipping it. So I placed an order because I ran out of what I had actually today. And so as soon as my order comes in, I will ship one out. Ship those two.
Fantastic.
I'm excited for you guys. Does anybody have any questions?